Early access is here. As you saw in my last video, I've been playing a lot of Predecessor and a lot of mid lane. Steam somehow still tracked my hours from the previous time that I played, so I can't give you an accurate number because I definitely haven't played 100 hours. However, I have played a lot, and I have some first impressions and thoughts, a review if you will, both good and bad, about the game, and more importantly, is it worth playing? Yes. If that's all you needed to hear, there you go. However, I plan to go into more detail and break down for you why it's worth playing, starting with the pros. Gameplay is fast, fluid, and responsive. When I press an ability, it comes out instantly, always. Last hitting and casting are very immersive and enjoyable, which brings me to last hitting feels perfect. After getting used to the importance of last hitting in League and the lack of importance on last hitting in Smite, I feel this game strikes a perfect balance. Last hits matter and can be done with ease while trading with your opponent in a 3D scape, and once you get used to laning and fights, it's so much fun. The game is easy to pick up and play. The item shop system and the auto buy system make it so you can focus purely on the combat for your first few games. Also, the game looks and runs really well at low, mid, and even epic settings. As a MOBA, it's pretty straightforward and you should feel comfortable in your role in about 3 games or so. Game flow is great if you enjoy traditional MOBA gameplay. The game can snowball very hard, and if one team is getting stomped, assuming no one surrenders, the game will end on its own relatively quickly, and you can get into your next game. If you're having an extremely close game, expect game time to be around 30 to 35 minutes on average. I've had one game personally go to 45, and it was a crazy game with both sides wiping each other numerous times. We lost that game, by the way. Time to kill, or TTK. Now, this is something a lot of people probably won't talk about, but this is really the thing that makes Predecessor so great and engaging to me. The time to kill is quite long, meaning that both sides have a chance to make plays and outplay each other. It isn't until mid to late game that you start getting into more League time to kill, and it makes it so the game feels impactful and death timers feel punishing while not being obnoxious until after like 35 minutes, where basically one wipe ensures a loss for one side. The item system. The item system is so good. Builds are, of course, diverse now because people are learning and there's no established meta, but a meta really understands what makes a MOBA fun on a strategic level and has a lot of situational items to keep matches fresh and keep your opponents guessing. Whenever you scroll down and hit that like and subscribe button, let me know what your favorite item in the game is so far. Thank you so much. Now the cons. The current hero selection is pretty bland. This is probably the thing I'm most worried about turning people off to the game, is getting bored of a character and not finding another one to pick up and enjoy quickly. Luckily, Omega has said that they will release heroes frequently during this EA as they're able, so hopefully the coming heroes are spicy. Countess, Aurora, Seraph, I'm looking at you. The game lacks some impact. While gameplay and kills and everything feel great, the game is missing some flair. We need a kill feed in the middle of the screen for multi-kills. We also need a shutdown call out, things like that. And the actual kill feed on the left needs to be a little bit bigger. Pings need to be more apparent as well. The mouse wheel ping is good, but I have a very hard time getting my teammates' attention with pings or typing, and this shouldn't be a thing. They're just too muted. The game does feel a bit lonely at times. Okay, so what do I mean by this? The game is too quiet. At times it doesn't feel like enough is going on in between fights, and maybe this is due to a lack of ambience? There should be some sort of sound or subtle music like they have in League or something to fill the void. Overall, the game is great. If you notice anything in all of the cons I said, is that they can be fixed with iteration and relative ease. Some things will automatically be fixed with time, but it's important to voice my praise and criticism for the game, as that's how we make it better. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps me out a lot, and I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers. If you want to know how to play Belica mid lane, click here.